Evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Cougars. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. State alum Chris Carson, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Fighting through pressure. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, it's Carson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And he's got it.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
2nd and 2. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0.
The score, Cougars 7, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their 35-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. Smith catches left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
By the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jones on 1st down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
To
CeeDee Lamb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
His kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
The game at 7. Matt Prater set to kick.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It's a good run on 1st down, followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, it's Carson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to take the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Jones. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Shreds the tackle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. The fullback comes through with a big play there. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll get 34 yards there.
1st down, Cardinals.
They'll run here with Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off-play action. Jones. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
10 at the 13-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
41-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Good. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is Carson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I'll give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Off the play fake, Jones. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cardinals 17.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Swift. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. They'll run with Swift. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Cougars 35, Cardinals 24.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A nice throw there by the second.
I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Jones on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Jones stepping up. He's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Herb Smith Jr. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Cougars 42, Cardinals 31. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run again with Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Jones now throwing on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and
1 more time with Swift.
7-yard line.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They will run it with Swift here. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Tonight's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Arizona, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will try to get